All right, let's introduce you to the video games that I've created and what's got me excited about trying to make my third game for the world of Pico-8. So my first game was made for the Sinclair ZX Spectrum 48K computer. No joystick, it was all keyboard, QAOP, which is a pretty standard configuration for the old Specky. No diagonals, sound, yes, beeper sounds that I included. And the graphics were UDG graphics, so not just moving around an @ symbol like an old ZX80. I actually had graphics and colors, and we'll play a quick round. No shooting at all in my first game, all about collecting stuff. So let's go ahead and wake up the computer. We're going to go up to Browser and turn up the sound a little bit. Go down to Games. No, it's in Home. Where did I put it? Okay, here we go. Cloud People, 48K, there we go. And we're going to run it. So we're going to play a quick round. Hopefully I get up to at least, it's only 7 levels. Specky games are notoriously hard, but my game is pretty lenient up to around level 4 or 5. Then it becomes deadly. So trying to beat it, I'm all about small games. That's maybe why I'm liking the world of Pico, because relatively, they're kind of smaller games in mine. So my first game was 7 levels. To date, I know of only 1 or 2 people that have completed the game. Me, somebody else said they did. And I think they did it by cheating, doing a save state kind of thing. And I forget if anybody else has ever won it. I don't know. But it's a bear, so it's all about collecting. It's a game about clouds, lightning, thunderstorm type of things, tornadoes, and I'll kind of try to yap about it as we play it. So let's go ahead and load it up. Invasion of the Cloud People. So that was my graphic cover screen there. And then Invasion of the Cloud People was made by me, TJ Ferreira, by Sinclair Society. I go by Sinclair Society in a lot of the Facebook groups. Controls, OP for left, right, QA for up, down, and press any key to continue. Whoa, that's loud. Draws in the screen. The object of this game is to collect blue raindrops because they're good. Red raindrops are acid rain, and you'll see that there's some red ones on the screen. The nasties, which are Chakra, which is the lightning bolt, his goal, and same as for Twistatron, the tornado, to change the blue ones in the red ones. So you have to collect at least 20 to bring up a portal. That portal just popped up on the left side of the screen. I gotta go touch it before a nasty touches it. And then I am teleported from level 1 to the next level. You get points in this game and sound effects. So collect blue, don't touch red, and the whole thing is to try to collect 20 each round so you can bring up a portal to go to the next level or cloud layer. If the nasty touches the portal before you do, game over. Shit. They fly fast. This game was created in BASIC, but I did use a program to convert some of it or most of it to machine code. So it goes at a pretty good clip. Even Cellustorm, which is my little spaceship, this little guy, his little things move. That's, oh shit, fire down at the bottom. His propulsion mechanism. So I even had animation in that, which I thought was pretty cool for the time. This is my first game, remember. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting points. I'm bringing up the portal. Don't let the nasty touch the portal before you do, or game over. Don't touch a red one, or you zap and get blown away. And go. So these first 3 levels is all about... blue, red, those are the only colors. But then I introduce Hail Bopper, which is a hailstorm that throws snowballs at you, and they blow up around you. Oh, shit. Where are you, Portal? Okay, down here. Let's go down to the next level. There we go. So, level 4 is the first introduction of Hail Bopper. Hail Bopper is little H's, white hail boppers, and they explode around you. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm up to level 4, and there they are. So there's only a few, but you'll notice that Chakra and Twistatron turning those blue raindrops into red ones, and if there's not enough red ones left, I'm screwed. I mean, blue ones left, I'm screwed. So I really got to collect these fast, or I'm going to have to commit Harry Carry, because you fly around forever not winning. Oh, where's the portal? Where's the fucking portal? Oh shit, I just, the portal's there. Bastard. Okay, up. Oh shit. And the way that I've got this set up, it's random, so it can land right in the middle of something, and you're screwed. I like random in my video games. Luckily, that one I was able to get to in time. So I'm up to level 5. I'm kicking ass. And again, this is my first video game. I created it in hopes that the Cascade 50, cassette 50 they called it, which was a cassette of 50 crap-ass games for the ZX Spectrum. Some of them were gems. Most of them were not. But my thought was I wanted to, make a video game that would have landed on that cassette back in the 1980s. And I think I did it. In fact, some people said, your game's not too shabby. Oh shit, where's the portal? Oh, there it is. Oh, I almost got blown up right there. I'm up to, I completed 5. I've only got 2 more to go, 6 and 7. This is where it gets balls nuts. I don't think I've ever done this on video. I might have in the early days, but I don't know if I have that video still. Oh shit, lots of hell boppers. So can I make this game for the Pico-8? Or is it going to be a brand new game with a brand new idea, and which we'll talk about here in a little bit, because I think I have a new idea, but it's going to be in the family of cloud people. That's my thing. Oh shit. Okay, go down. How many more do I need to get? The cool thing about this is you need to collect 20 per round, but if you collect extras in other rounds, they account for... Oh, there's the portal. There's the portal. Go up. I am on the last fucking lap. Excuse my language. I don't normally get here. I call this a demo game, but it's hard to win. This is going to be mad nuts. Trying to get all 20 here is really difficult. So it behooves you to try to collect extras when you can. Okay, where am I? Oh shit, there's not too many blues. Okay, go up. Oh, I'm going to be quiet. I want to win. Oh, they're sorting around me like mad nuts. You got to collect every one because you may not be able to get all 20. Okay, go down. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Oh, almost harpooned right up the ass. You don't want harpoons up the ass. How many more do I got? Oh, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in here. Oh, shit. I got to kill myself. Oh, did I die? No, I got 1 life left. Where am I? Okay, I'm over here. I got to collect a few more. I don't know if I can do it. 1, 2. Oh, no, I can't win. There's no more. Well, how many lives? Oh, I've only got 1 life. I'm dead. So there's not enough. I was 3 away from being able to get the next 20. So now you can just sit here and go, this sucks. Oh, there's a bug. That shouldn't be there. I'm dead. And there we go. I came so close. Son of a bitch. So that's the first game. That's the first game I made. 7 levels. If I would have won right now, I would have had it proven on video, but I couldn't win. Who made this freaking game, you bastard? Okay, so that's any key to continue, and we start over. So let's go ahead and now we're going to play my next game. So that's pretty good, right? I think that's a fun game. Browser. Let's go backwards, and now we're going to see. So that was my first game. UDG graphics, beeper sounds, very reminiscent of 1980s. Fun idea, I think, bringing the elements of the world into the picture, and I just did pretty good. So let's go ahead and launch. This is different. This is Nextified. It's a Specky Next version of the game. Very good sprites, sound effects. I even have a soundtrack in the background that's kind of like a boop, 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 like a sonar. You're in a submarine, but you're in space. Boop, 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 boop. And I've got sound effects, little music playing in the background, or in this case, the sonar thing. You'll quickly see that I stepped it up a notch. It's in the same world of collecting blue raindrops. Don't touch the red ones. You only have to collect 10 in this one. But if the nasties turn your blue one into a red one and there's not enough for you to collect, I created in my game random. And you may need to knock yourself off by going, oh shit, the nasty's about to touch the portal. I can't do that because the game is over. So touch a baddie or a red raindrop to die so you got a shooting chance if you still have lives left. Collecting is the whole thing. So sprites, fun sounds. I used a program called NextDAW, which allowed me to make all the sound effects and music stuff. And then you'll quickly see I stepped it up a notch, I would say. I even have a user guide that shows you how to play the game. I had one on the other game, but I had to make a separate program of it because my programming was getting quite fat. So let's go ahead and just launch this so you'll see what I'm talking about. So graphics much nicer. Invasion of the Cloud People. I call this coming 2021. This is when I made the game. You can hit G to start or S to view a story. The story tells you how to play the video game. You are Cellulstorm. Touch these, which are blue raindrop, a blue portal, a gold portal, or a battery, a Fluxatron battery, Fluxinator battery, which will allow you in the future to shoot for the first time in a game. That first game, you never saw a cloud person. You never saw ways to shoot. In this new game, don't touch these. Chakra, Twistatron, Hail Bopper, Red Raindrop, that little snowball. And for the first time, I introduced cloud people in various colors. They are floating on little, this is my little pom-pom, oh shit, pom-pom doll. He's called Claude Popples. He's the mascot. He's a cloud person, but a nice one. They're hovering on these hoverboards that you'll quickly see. Even Cellulstorm's little propeller down at the bottom, I've got doing a little wraparound thing. So don't touch those. Hit C to continue. Telling you how to play the game. Object of the game, collect at least 7 blue raindrops per cloud layer. I call them layers, not levels, because there's 10 different atmospheres, cumulus, or different cloud type of things. Nasties can steal blue raindrops. Self-destruct if you can't get all 7. Remember this through the game, as you may need to do this unthinkable action to fight on. Hit C. Visit next cloud layer. That's a portal. Once 7 blue raindrops are collected, the cloud portal will appear. Touch the portal to transport to the next cloud layer. Don't let any nasties touch the portal or the game over. Self-destruct if needed. So I'm giving you those hints. Portal pass. I introduce a portal pass that you can collect at a later round. That's kind of a give-me. Not quite a give-me, but you don't have to collect all 7 raindrops. You only have to collect 4, and then you can hit the space bar on the keyboard to go to the next level. So it's kind of a little bit of a mulligan, if you will. So anyway, appears as a portal in the cloud triangle. What's a cloud triangle? Like the Bermuda Triangle? You get in there and you can't get out? Well, that's my cloud triangle. It's a place that you get introduced to the cloud people for the first time. Touch it to transport to the next layer, but it also gives you new power. Can only be used once with at least 4 blue raindrops. Hold down the spacebar to transport to the next layer. Hit C. Refluxinator battery. If you get this, you can shoot rockets. First time I introduced shooting in my game. You can go up, down, left, right, and diagonal using a joystick. But if you want to use the keyboard, you still can, but you can only go left, right, up, and down. So I recommend using a joystick. Next is all about joystick. Shows you how many lives you have left. You start out with 3. You can gain an extra one. And collect blue raindrops. There's a little counter that lets you know that you're collecting them. So collect blue raindrop counter. That's what this little thing looks like. Although, that's the portal. I'm just seeing this now for the first time. Did I mean for that to be in there? Collect blue raindrops to the counter. I don't know. I think I goofed. I think I meant to put a blue raindrop in there, but then maybe not. Collect blue raindrops counter. Yeah, I think I goofed. See? I'm a programmer. I still have bugs. Hit C to continue. Level indicator. No, maybe that is right. Maybe I meant for that to be there. I think so. Anyway, level indicator. You collect these little cloud coins, and over on the right side, it will show you what level. There's 10 levels in this game. Left side is red ones, and every time you collect a blue raindrop, it turns to blue. So it's a counter letting you know you need to collect all 7. Over here, it lets you know the levels by showing this little white egg thing. And it's created by me. Enjoy. Hit G to play. So go. So I've got ominous sound effects. This is the stratus layer. And same thing. I built a quack. I wanted a quack. Quack, quack. And there's 7, luckily. So right now, Shaco and Tristatron are running quite slow. But this is level 1. And touch the portal, and you go to the next level. So everything about graphics, sprites, sound effects, the ominous noises, I stepped it up a notch for sure. See that boom, dong, dong. It's like a sonar. So this time I should be able to collect. Oh shit! Okay, I'm fine. So right now, if that was gonna touch my portal, I would go run up against that red thing, red acid raindrop that knocked myself off, because game over if you don't. Down here, I've got 3 lives left. I've got 2 levels that I've made, or layers. I'm up to level 3. So I'm doing okay. Collect, collect, collect. It's all about collecting. Oh! That guy almost reamed right up my sphincter. Okay, touch, touch. Oh! Where did that come from? Jeez. So, so now I've got to collect. I've got another chance. Collect, collect, collect. Oh, shit. Oh, I got 2 left. Oh, Nelly. Porta potty. Okay. Whew. So that is, now I'm going to introduce the cloud triangle. For the first time, it's got a screeching sound. Okay, cloud people, first time. And they are relentless. They're coming, harping on your butt. And there's, see how they're just following you like mad nuts? Oh, there's the portal. Go get the portal. Bastard. Oh, shit, my joystick. Fucker. I swear, I drop the F-bomb once in a while. My joystick stopped working. I blame the joystick. Oh, shit. Oh, Fraggle Rock. But at least you're seeing the cloud people. That was my main goal. I wanted you to see the cloud people for the first time. And then different, oh, I'm not going to win. Oh, they're surrounding me. Up, down, diagonal, over. One more. Oh, shit. Where? Portal. Oh, this little sound. It's like a sound that I made. Do I want to play again? No. But you see what I did here. Cloud people flying around. Later rounds you can shoot. There's hail boppers. I wanted to make it to the next level to show you, but watch some of my old videos if you're interested. I've got plenty of old cloud people videos. Go watch them. You can see hail bopper throwing hail stuff at you. Everything is updated in the world of sprites. You have sprites in this game. So no, we're done playing. Thanks for playing. So that was my Specky Next game. Cool, right? So what am I going to do now for the world of Pico? So part of me is thinking I would like to make a game to carry in this exact tradition of collecting raindrops to a degree, but I want to make it new and fresh and a little bit different. So I have an idea. So instead of drawing it on a napkin, I draw it on scratch paper. When we get paper in the house or mailers that have a blank backside, I rip them up in fourths and I use it as scrap paper. So what I did is I draw my ideas on scrap paper. So I came up with a name. This is a temporary name, but it may carry over. Invasion of the Cloud People, naturally. Category Pico-8 Storm, or just the Pico-8 Storm. So, Invasion of the Cloud People, the Pico-8 Storm. I got to work the name Pico-8 in there. Are you allowed to use Pico-8 in the name of the game? If not, then I may need to say something else. Like spell out 8, Pico-8. I'll have to find out. I don't know if there's rules against those things. Like you can't put Pico in the name. Like, for example, Playdate. I was watching a Playdate video. I don't think you could put the word Adventure of the Playdate Man. You can't put the Playdate name in the name of the game because they don't want to say it's their game. It's somebody else's game. So anyway, so I came up with that, and then I came up with, so here's my drawing. I'll show you at a couple of different angles because it may not focus in too well or at all. But this is what I did. And what I did is, let me see if I can kind of show. So it's going to be an up-down scrolling game. You've got Celia Storm here. This is probably blurry as hell. Cellustorm, maybe I'll take a picture. If it comes in blurry, I'll take a picture of it and slap it on there. Cellustorm, but I'm going to bring back in the Chakra, which is the lightning bolt. There's going to be collect blue raindrops and don't touch the acid raindrops. There's going to be clouds flying through your mists. Twistatron is the tornado. There's going to be cloud people on each side of the arena, this middle path, and they're going to be throwing snowballs and other things at you from the side. So they're going to move up and down, throwing stuff at you, and your goal is to fly Cellustorm up, collect enough blue raindrops, and then when you get to the top, there'll be a boss monster of some kind. The boss monster might be the cloud, a dark, ominous cloud. The cloud people are in the cloud, and they're doing stuff to you, like throwing lightning and throwing hail. And that will be a possible boss. So again, a kind of a scrolling. I don't know if this is coming in. It may be a little blurry, so I'll put a picture of it. But that's my first idea. Pico-8 game. And I'll have to find out if I can use Pico-8 in the name of the game. Maybe you can't. So, Invasion of the Cloud People, my first game. Invasion of the Cloud People, The Next Storm, my second game. Spruced it up. You can see I'm stepping it up a notch. Hopefully you did. So now we're going to do the lesson. Today's lesson. The video is going to be long, so we're going to get back into that, and we're going to start showing you some stuff. Today's a play day. A play day. I think it's important if you're going to be programming for something to allow yourself time to play before you start making something so you can get some nifty ideas. So let's go do that. Howdy folks, TJ here. Welcome back to Learning Pico-8 with beer. Or me, TJ. This is video number 1. We just did an introduction. Why was I getting into this? What Pico was, what it can be, all those fun things. Introducing you to me, to beer, to the way that I learn things, and making videos about it. And that was video number 0. Today we're going to do video 1. And I left off at the last one with a little conundrum. The conundrum, a little homework, if you will. The homework was, where am I saving my creations? I saved it and couldn't find it on my Mac. And I found it. It's very buried. And today, before we get started doing too much, we're going to change where it's saving because it's very deep into the bowels of Hades to find your carts and stuff. I want it to just be right on my desktop because my Mac Pro 2013 nuclear reactor, it's going to only have certain tasks. And so I'm going to put the main Pico-8 folder right on the desktop where I can easily access stuff. And the cartridges that I make, yes, they're cartridges, are going to be in that directory or folder. So we're going to do that together. We're also going to chat about why I want to learn Pico-8, bringing you back a little bit in time, showing you my first video games so you can get a taste for, did TJ actually make video games? Are they any good? Are they terrible? You can be the judge, but I'm going to play a couple of rounds of my original game and then the next game to show you. And I just recorded it. I had to record it first because I was having a problem getting my little switch box to switch over to the computer that I want to use. So I said, let's just go ahead and make the game stuff first. We'll edit that into this video. But we're going to play a round of my older Specky 48K game, and then the next game, and then show you an idea that I have for the Pico-8 game and why I'm doing this. And then today is going to be a lot of play day. I think it's important to, when you're working, to play as well. And when you play, you're learning at the same time. So yes, there's going to be a lot of playing. We're going to actually play some Pico games together, but there's a reason why we're going to play some Pico-8 games together. In my last video, number 0, you saw that I went to Explore and I played a couple of games. But this time we're going to download, I got something in my, download a game. Maybe it's my eyelash. Where's my booze? I'm going to, after I hit this camera, I have to go get myself, I feel like another whiskey day. So I'm going to go get some whiskey. But we're going to, where was I at? We're going to play, and then we're going to break into the game and look at some of the code. I think it's a good idea for a brand new person, look at somebody else's code. Think back in the 1970s, 80s, when you were making your first type-in game. We received magazines that were made from paper, and the paper had type-in games where we had to type in a video game, and as you typed in, you were learning. And then you could take snippets of that code into your head or write it down or photocopy it and implement some of those routines into your own games. So you're not always recreating from scratch. You're learning and saying, that makes sense. And then it starts building into your own set of tools in your head. So you start learning for next loops and all those things that become important under basic, but there is no for next loop in Pico. So we'll learn some other things together as we go along. But we're going to have fun. We're going to play some games. And there's a couple of reasons why I want to break into a game, because I'm not quite sure if my first Pico-8 game, if I'm going to do a regular single sprite as my hero and single sprites as the nasties, or do I want to somehow make my hero bigger on the screen? And how do you do that? There's a video game that I played. Hopefully I remember the name of it. The character looked huge. And maybe I want a boss monster to look huge, but my hero will be a regular single sprite. But I'm guessing they're probably putting 4 sprites together in a way, and then using your code to move all 4 of those sprites at the same time, so they go in the same direction and all that stuff. It adds complexity to your code, I'm sure. Hopefully we can find that little code snippet in there, because I want to quickly learn, is that something that TJ will be able to do? Or is that rocket science going over my head? So yes, we're going to play, but we're going to learn at the same time. Hopefully this will be another long video. Just me playing my old games took 20 some odd minutes. So this is probably going to be another hour plus video or longer. So come for the ride. I'm going to turn this off. We're going to focus in on the screen, and we're going to do some homework first. But I need to go get some whiskey, because I'm just not the same without my drink. I can't teach. I can't learn the right way. So hold tight. Okay, I'm back with my whiskey. I'm going to stick with the Suntory today. I had a hard time finding it. I had it out in the kitchen, easily accessible, but my wife moved it. She moves all my stuff. Maybe she doesn't want me to drink. I don't know. But I put things like when I come in the house, there's a banister for stairs that go up to the second story. That banister is right by the front door. I like putting my jacket and my hat right there. So when I go in and out, it's easily accessible. But no, I go out there, stuff's moved. I need a drink. Life is stressful. I've been married for 36 years. Cheers. So, the homework. So, I don't want to have to go into the bowels of hell to find my cartridges, if you will. So, what I figured out, let's go ahead and, I don't want this to be seen. Where's the camera? I don't think you can see it anyway. It's my password. Can you tell it from the type? That probably screwed up the focus. I may need to make sure I focus. Let's shut down. Oh, come on. No, oh, Jesus. SHUTDOWN. Shut down. Let me go ahead and refocus, just in case my hand was in the way. So, you're going to open up your hard... I'm on a Mac. I can't tell you Windows. I'm not going to tell you Linux. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself. But my name of my main hard drive is called Nuclear Reactor. And I'm TJ. And you may not see this close, but I'm saying it as I'm going so you can find your own thing. Now, when I go to TJ, that's my username, there's a library. Mac hides the library from you. They don't want you in the library. Shh, be quiet. So I had to go up and go to View, and I had to go down and click on Show View Options, and then I had to put a check mark in Show Library Folder. So it was like a whole video game in itself. I got to go find this stuff. So in the library is an application support directory. In there, you got to go find Pico-8, and that's where Pico-8 is saving its stuff. It's got an activity log, a backup, a BPS, carts, C data, config text file, which we're going to play with here in a second, and other stuff. So that's where it's going to keep saving to until you change it. Now, there's not an easy GUI that I'm aware of that you can go in. In fact, the user manual for Pico-8 is your friend. So make sure in your Pico-8 folder that you downloaded, there is a manual that you can double click on and view. And you can view it, read it, and I would say print it out if you're old-fashioned, but read it. There's information in here how to do what I'm about to do to a degree. It's a little cryptic, but it's there. So what we're going to do is this config.txt file tells it where you want to do stuff. It's the settings of the program to a degree. And it's saying, where do you want to save stuff? I've got to put a new directory in there that I want to save to. I don't want to go in here. I don't want to go this deep into the bowels. I love doing that. Bowels. There's people right now going, TJ, you talk loud. Yes, you may need to turn your volume down to 25%, but that's not my problem. Anyway, okay, so we're going to change this. So config text, we need to open up in a text editor. Do I have a text editor in my dock? Apparently, yes, I do. It's right here, text edit. On Mac OS X, there's text edit. So I'm going to drag this right on top of my text edit so it opens up. Here is the information. And what we're going to look for, there's a lot of cryptic text in here. But you're looking for down here a word. I'll find it again. It took me 5 hours to find it, but here it is. Let me move it right in the middle here. Location of Pico-8's root folder. Location of cartridge save data. And these two things, you may want to change, but I'm only going to change one for right now. And I'm going to keep everything in the application area because I'm fine with it being there for now. But I may want to change things later. But right here, it says location of cartridge save data. That's the one that you're creating a game, you're saving it. I want to easily get to that. So right now it says root_path /users /TJ /library /application support /Pico -8 /carts. I'm tired just reading. I need another drink. So the easy way I find it, on my desktop, I got to clean my desktop a little bit, but now that I've found a purpose for my Mac Pro beyond when I used to do video editing on here, I now do it on my Mac Pro 2019. I've got a folder called Pico-8. I'm going to double click and open that directory. And then I'm going to create a new folder here, File, New Folder, and I'm going to call it CARTS. In lowercase letters, just carts, just like that, okay? I'm going to then, I can move that out of the way, but here's the instructions that we need to modify. We're going to modify this text file to where you want to save stuff to. So again, there's not an easy GUI. You can just go in and type this within Pico-8 that I saw. You got to change this config file, which is a little old-fashioned, which I kind of like. So anyway, this is where I want to save it. So you highlight, if it's not highlighted, go ahead, single click on carts. And then for my keyboard, I'm holding down the Option key and right-clicking, going down to, where the hell is it? Am I not doing it right? Did they change the terminology? Maybe it's the other key. Alt key, right? Yeah, here it is. So I'm having to hold the Command key Alt on my keyboard while this is highlighted, and I go down to copy carts as path name. And then while I'm still there, I'm going to just single click on my right button. So that should have copied that. We can quickly see if I really did copy it by creating a new text file up here and doing a paste. And indeed it did. /users /TJ /desktop /Pico-8 /carts. So it did it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. We now are going to go into the bowels of this config file, and we're going to highlight where it says the root_path, and we're going to delete what it shows there, all the way up to where I'm going to leave root path and a space. And then now I'm going to paste. You can right-click and go down to paste, if you like. And did it copy in there? did I just... Something looked weird there. I may need to do this again. Where is it? Abort mission! Abort mission! I think it did it, but I didn't like how it went. So, where is that file? config.txt. Open up in text edit. It looked weird when I did it. Scroll down.
Where's that root path thing? Root. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Did it automatically save that? Root path? You know what? My computer I didn't hit save. Did I hit save? No, I didn't hit save. I'm going to have to go back and watch my video. It's disappeared. The text that was in there has disappeared. That bothers me a little bit. It shouldn't have, because I did not hit save. Is there some special thing in TextEdit that saves shit? That's new to me. So beware. Do anything that I'm showing at your own risk. Don't blame TJ if you go awry. But this looks weird because I didn't save it. And I'm doing this all live on this thing right here. Should we wing it and try it? Everything else looks okay. I think it just... and it bothers me that it's saved. Let me hit out of this. What you may want to do before you do this is save the original one, just in case something happens. And I can always go back and grab an original one. I'm starting fresh, so I don't care too much if this gets lost. But right now, I am starting off fresh, and it's bringing up this, but it's missing... You're probably not seeing this, but I am blown away that it did this. So I'm going to have to find out, does TextEdit automatically save, or did I somehow go up and accidentally hit save anyway as I was backing out of this? Maybe I did. Anyway, let's just try paste again. So I should be able to do a Command V. No, it's not going to. It's Option on my keyboard, Alt Option V, and it puts in users, TJ, desktop, Pico-8 carts. Now you go up and save it. But I would make a copy of yours before you do this, especially if it's one that's got a lot of history and stuff like that. All these settings are generic. I haven't changed anything. So technically, I think you could go back, grab the original one, and then the only thing you probably changed is this. But anyway, that should have done it. But again, that bothers me. See, you can get in trouble when you're playing with these computers. So it saved it. So now we want to go ahead and launch Pico-8 and make a quick cartridge and see if it saves it. Because right now in Pico-8, in carts, there is nothing. I have nothing in there. So we're going to launch Pico-8. Yes, I would like to do it for the first time. It's going to ask you this because I moved stuff around. I moved my Pico-8 directory out to the desktop from where it was before. So I'm clicking OK. There's the wonderful little da-da-da-da tune. And now we're going to create something. So go into the editor, which is escape. And we're going to do function, conjunction function, init. We're going to make this something worthful, though. Init, parentheses, end, space, 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 function, underscore, update, parentheses, end, and then a couple spaces, and then another function. Why am I doing this? I'm making a template. I don't have to type this in every time I start a new game. It's not like I'm going to be starting lots of new games, but I may want to tweak on something. I may want to play with something new, and I just don't want to have to keep typing this in. I just want to load it up. So function, underscore, draw. These are the main things that you're going to be doing with Pico, and then an end, but that's too many spaces, end. And then that is a program. We're going to now save it. So we're going to go ahead and break out by hitting escape. Save. And then we're going to give it a name. I haven't figured out yet if you have to put quotes. I still need to read. But save. We're going to call this game underscore template. Okay? I'm not going to put any .p8 or pate or anything like that. Just save game template. And we're going to hit return. It says saved. Now we're going to shut down. We're going to get out of this. We're done for the day. And did it save it in here? And indeed it did. Look at that. So it's now saving to here, not the carts that's over in the bowels of hell. So I did what I wanted to do. Again, do all this at your own. Make a copy of that config file if you made a lot of changes and don't remember what you did. Because otherwise you may need to create it. But damn, TextEdit. I have to go tell me right now if you're watching this video. Did I hit save on my way out? Maybe I have got it automatically set to save, which is stupid. You don't want it automatically saving because you might have wanted to get out of it because you made a lot of mistakes. or you cut and copied paste a whole story to your mom and didn't mean that to be in here. Okay, so I'm going to stop. Am I going to stop? No, we're not going to stop. We're going to continue on with Pico-8 now. We're going to launch Pico-8, and now we're going to, that was my homework. That was your homework. We now are saving in a great place. Change your directory to where you want it to be. If you want to stick with the original one and want to go into the bowels of hell, that's your problem. I want it out here. So let's go ahead and launch Pico-8. So part of my fun is that you want to learn from other people. In the olden days, magazines, typing in your code, typing in that basic program, wonderful experience. You learned as you went. This is kind of a way of almost doing that by being able to easily peek at people's code and then being able to copy it, paste it if you want. Don't copy and paste everything because then you're just kind of cheating. You want to learn. So I think if you force yourself to learn it and type it in, you're drilling that into your noggin here. So copying and pasting is too automatic. I don't recommend doing that. So, but do your own thing. This is your Pico, and this is my Pico, and I want to type it in. So anyway, what do we got going on right now? Let's see if we could load up that template. No, I don't want to load up the template. I want to explore. Like I said earlier, I want to explore. And because I want to look at some people's code. So let me go ahead and do a help. I don't need to type it in, but help gets my bearings set, and we want to go to explore. And I've been making a whole bunch of, I played for 2 hours yesterday, a whole bunch of fun video games. And there's Maze of Minotaur. Actually, I think I played them. Which computer did I play these on? I played them on something else. So I might not remember I might have played them on my bigger Mac Pro. There's a game that had a big-ass sprite, and that's the one I wanted to look at. But we can look at some other things. Let's go into say that you were enamored by Odyssey Paranoclopoulos. There that is. We're going to go ahead and select it, and we're going to run cart. I could have just hit the X, and it would have done that. I noticed that the sound coming from this is not super loud. Maybe there's a volume setting that I can change to make the volume go up a notch. Should we go look for that now? Is there a volume in that keyboard config thing? I don't think so. But there's probably in that config file that we were just in, probably something that you can set your thing to louder. We'll figure that out next time. Anyway, press X to start. We don't want to do that. We're not going to play this particular game. We're going to go into escape. And no, I did it wrong. Well, wait. I want to look at the game. So I thought we could right then and there, favorites, options, reset cart, exit to explore. Can we reset cart? So maybe they've got this. Normally when you hit escape, you're cutting yourself out to the editor. In this case, have they closed that off from not letting me do that? Or do you need to get in there a different way? Options. Sound on. Volume looks like it's up all the way. Full screen controls. This is for the game. Button key. Pause menu. Joystick detected. So apparently this game can also support joysticks. Oh, I got a lot to learn. Press X to start. Maybe you got to start the game first. And let's get out of this. X. And let's get the game started. Then we can cut out to the code. Maybe this is a little different. Let's X through all these. Where he talks to you. Then hit escape. No, it's bringing up the same thing. How do you cut out to the code when you're doing this? Do we want to exit to explore and then we can see the code somehow? Exit to explore. Then I'm going to hit escape. Does it remember what's in there from before editor? There it is. Okay, so getting my bearings straight. So within the game, if you hit escape, you're cutting yourself out to that menu where you can continue and do other things. But if you get out of explore, what you did was still loaded into the computer, the memory, and then when you go to the editor from hitting escape again, you'll then see this. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So now I'm looking at it. UFO Swamp Odyssey by Paranoid Cactus. And you can scroll through and start looking for the code of something that may be important to you. So let's just kind of look. There's a palette that they're setting up screen pal. A lot of this stuff you and I aren't going to know yet unless we've been programming in this. But it's interesting where you can scroll through and start looking for snippets of code that may be helpful to you. But I want to go see the sprites. So there's a lot of code here, a lot of it going over my head, a lot of brackets and all sorts of things. We're going to go up and use the cursor, and we're going to go to the sprite. Oh, maybe this one will show. So look, there's that big spaceship that was flying at the beginning of the game. Look at how many sprites make up that spaceship. So there's got to be code in this game that shows how they're moving this spaceship, because was it moving or was it just the animation of the stars moving with it? I don't know. We're not moving. Maybe it's stationary. We'll have to look, but it looked like it was moving. So anyway, here's the sprites. So look, sprite. Are there any other ones that make up something of bigger importance? This spaceship is this one. Look at how many it makes. Now it's drawing it on the screen at some point, but is it moving it? I wanted to know how it moves it. These ones down here, it looks like maybe part of the world that you're traveling in. There's other tabs too. Oh, look at the tabs. So in this, he's created, this is some of the platforms that you're hopping and jumping on. Look at how many sprites make up that. So you are having to place a lot of this stuff. Now, this stuff's not necessarily moving. So I want to figure out how they move a big-ass sprite. That was one of the things that I was interested in. Here's some razzmatazz and that. Let's go up and look at the map. So here's the map. Oh, wow. How many things can we... I'm scrolling down, up. Look at how big this map is. And it tells you the X radius and Y axis. Axis, not radius. Radius is the round thing, right? I'm not good at math. I'm not good at a lot of things. But look, so he's drawn in this whole, it's a spaceship. And this is the start of the game. But we'll need to run it again and see, is the spaceship moving or is it just the stars moving? But here's this whole tile map of that. How many sprites did he have? 0, 1, and then this looks like the 2 and the 3 are for the worlds that he's in. Let's see, go here. Yeah, the arena, and then we're cutting back to maybe some of just the sprites that make up this game and some of the things. Very interesting. We can look at other things that you may be interested in. For example, the sounds. You can go up and you can look at some of this stuff and try to get your bearings straight. Sound is a lot of voodoo to me, and it will be for a while. But here's the sound and then the music. Lots of numbers, lots of things that make little to no sense to me. This makes more sense, even though it's a lot of text. And I wonder if sometimes coders are going to code in this 128 by 128 only and not have anything that goes beyond it to the right, because then you got to scroll over to play with it. And let's see if any of his stuff goes to the right. Oh yeah, there's a whole right world. There we go. Okay, see how many pages we had to go over? Dun, 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 dun. So he's definitely putting code well outside. Now, he may have made this outside in some text editor and imported it in some way to where you can see it legibly. But I'm going to make my first game completely within the editor. I'm going to find out if I can just space things down so I see everything on the screen so I don't have to scroll over like that, finding the config.txt file. That thing was way into the bowels of hell. So anyway, that's the text stuff. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to find, the odds are highly unlikely that I can find, well, let's go run this again. Is it Control R? He is moving. He's going up and down. Look where my finger is. This thing is parallax scrolling, or whatever you call it. This thing is going up and down at a few clips. So at some point, he does have code moving all 4, all 6, all whatever there is, quantity of those going up and down. I want to find that together with you. So let's go ahead and we're going to get out of, we're going to escape. This time when I hit escape, it did take me out to here, the code. Is it because I started the game differently than before? That's interesting because when we were in it before, I was hitting escape and it was bringing up that continue context thing. This time it took me right out to there. So maybe it depends on how you launch the game, on what, if it brings up that config thing, that window. But needless to say, I'm now in the text area. I can go ahead and escape and back into the code. Let's get to the beginning. Can I easily get back to the beginning? There's probably some control thing. Oh, that one went, there we go. Okay, so let's scroll up and down. So player, hopefully he's got some notes in here. There's only one tab for this very complex game. Let's see, Swamp Greens, Gun Pal, Screen Pal. What's a screen? I don't know. That's palette. He's setting his palettes here for, I guess, the colors. Title. P sparse player sprites. So it looks like there's a player sprite 1. Friend sprite. So he's drawing in his friend. Eyeball sprites. Coin sprites. Canister. 24 laser bolt. Floor button. Green ball. Portal stand. The core. The zapper. Player idle. Player walk. These are the what's this? Parameters maybe? PANMS? I don't know what that is yet. I got a lot to learn. 3-player jump. Eyeball. Friend expressions. Friend walk. Hopefully one of these says spaceship moving. A coin. Fuel canister. Green ball. Portal stand. Core zapper. Oh, geez. Now this is the story. Scavengers got you, huh? So the spaceship moved at first. Maybe he called on something later to move that ship up and down. I didn't see anything up here that logically told me spaceship. Let's keep going. Palette, blump, blump. At least it looked like it was moving. New game. Conditions. Calling on music. Game mode. Enemies, friends, pickups, partial. I may not find it in this game relatively quickly. I may have to turn off the camera. We're doing this together. I don't know if I even focused in on the screen. I think I did. You're probably seeing the text is all white since it does that. I'll just refocus in again. Come on, show me spaceship moving, you son of a bee's weasel. I may have to try to find another game that did that big graphic thing. Eyeball? I'm going to be scrolling. Well, there's not too much. There's a lot in this game. Portal, Power Core Update. I'm just trying to find something that jumps out at me. I may not. But we did find sprites that were made, and you know that in the video game, they're make one big-ass ship. Pop-up. Smoother update. Table, particles. Game mode. Transition. Cannon. Zap. Where's the one that says spaceship? Damn it. Game mode. Oh, there's a lot still here. Maybe we'll try to find it elsewhere. I wanted to find it in this one because it was readily available, but apparently not. You hear the dog barking? Yeah, you're going to have, you're invited over my home, like I said in the first video. You're going to hear sound effects, UPS drivers coming over. Okay, let's try. I need to go. We're going to have fun. Let's go find. I had another game that I played the other day. So let's reboot. We're going to start fresh. Yeah, we want to reboot. Now, what other games did I have? Explore. I made a lot of favorites, but I must have not have done them. This bubblegum game was actually quite fun. But that's not one of the games I played. The Maze of Minotaur was a very fun game. But the one that had the big-ass creature, what was its name? Damn it. I got it on my other computer. What was I doing? There's a cheese game. I'm not going to... Let me stop the recording here. I want to find this game that's got a big-ass sprite. And hopefully, maybe I'll try to drill into it and find it first so you're not here for 5 hours because you're already saying, TJ, I need 5 more drinks. And then we'll have some fun playing a few video games. But this is fun for me because I'm trying to explore, and find some games, and then look at some of the code, like reading an old magazine and looking at and typing in the text. That's where you learn some good stuff. Wow, that took me longer than I wanted it to. Let me focus. I thought I just focused in on the screen. Yep. So I found a game that at least it's very cryptic to me. I found the spot where I think what they're doing is putting together, like I said, a whole bunch of sprites, but making some type of function for then moving all those sprites together at the same time. So this is going to take me more than just finding the spot in the code to figure out. I'm going to need to make some sprites, put them together, and try to move them at the same time, looking at some different examples from other... Because there's probably more than one way to do it. But you can see... Let me go ahead and launch this game. This is a Charlie Brown, Linus and the Great Pumpkin. And you'll see that the... let me go ahead and run it. Control R. And Z to start. Arrow key moves him. Look how big that guy is. Do-do-do. And, fed up with waiting for the Great Pumpkin, you leave the pumpkin patch and head home, unfulfilled and disappointed. Perhaps you're starting to get too old for these endeavors. Control Z to play again. So that, when you walk off the screen, you're ending the game. Let's go left and see if it does the same thing. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so seconds, minutes, hours. You're waiting for the Great Pumpkin. There's Snoopy. Look, there's a cloud. That cloud is big. Linus is big. And these things are actually moving on the screen. So let me escape and then escape again. So towards the end of this code, let me scroll up a little bit. I kind of looked through it quickly to find a function or something that made semi-sense to me, but it didn't. But here it is. So function, they created one called Animate Linus. And then Linus period A-N-I, I guess it means animate frame, plus equals Linus. And then there's, it looks like A-N-I-S-P-D. And that's what it equals. And then it says if FLR. I don't even know what FLR yet is. But there appears to be an animation function that he has created to... You can see there's a sprite here. L-I-N-U-S period sprite equals Linus. And then it has this FLR, which I'm going to have to find out about. So I'm wondering if they've, in someplace else, made those 4. Because if you go up here... Where's the cursor? Look at how big Linus is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 looks like sprites that they've put together for just this frontal view. And then they did it for a view here, 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 and then a smiling one, different face expressions. So they're having a call on all 8 of those for each of those. That's way over my head. But you can look at the code and try to dissect it down. But I think something like this, if you've never done it before, is too complicated for me. I think I'm going to need to create a sprite. First, move it on the screen as a single sprite. Then put 2 together and see if I can move them together simultaneously. And then is there a way you can then block those 2 together somehow and then be able to move that conglomeration of things? Maybe that's what the FLR is. I don't know. But move that up and down. So you're bunching them up and then telling it to move that bunch. If that makes sense? It may be completely off base, but you can see they can work through bigger icons. So maybe for a first game, that would be too much. But I want to incorporate at least one boss nasty that is bigger than one, even if it's just 2. Maybe if it's top head, or maybe 4. It's just a big old blob, a cloud or whatever, that I can somehow move, and then you're going to be shooting that. I would like to incorporate at least that into my own game, but I may stick with making my hero just a single sprite, because this does look complicated. There's a lot of code in here. He only has it under 1 tab. I would love to have seen it if he made more tabs that basically had some of this other stuff in it. But it's all broken up, and you can see down here, this is a function that he's created called animate Linus. There's also a cloud move, that cloud that was moving across it. He's got all these different cloud 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dot X. And he's moving all 4 of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the same time. And then he's doing cloud 11, 21, 31, 41, 51 on the X all at the same time as well in 0.5 increments. So it looks like you could definitely call, it says if cloud is that, and cloud move hours equals then this. So he's incrementing all of those up 1 notch, plus 0.5. So he is having to grab 5 things and do it. Would that have been more clearer if you click plus and add a tab and have cloud movement? That's it. Linus movement, that's it. So you can kind of keep them separate instead of scrolling up and down all of this text. Maybe you lose tokens when you do that. You know what a token is? Again, you've only got a certain amount of tokens you can use, and it looks like this is relatively small. He used 1,948 tokens out of the 8,192 available to him. Anyway, I thought that would be neat. Now let's just play a game and run out this video. So we've done a number of things today. Obviously, so you can start saving your own carts. We saved a cart. I saved it to a new area that I didn't want to have to go into the bowels to find it. And then we're going to now have some fun. Before the fun, I wanted to kind of try to figure out how to move multiple sprites together. Did I learn that? Not really. I kind of see it, but I kind of don't. So let's escape. And then I'm learning about having the double escape out of, once you run a game, you hit escape, it brings up that continue. I got to go out to explore, and then I can go into the file, the program, and play around. Or just type in explore, and brings up a new shell of stuff. I want to try something different. I couldn't find that other game that I was looking for, but let's just scroll down and see if something jumps out. There's some nasty games out here, too. There's a game about some stripper hoe or something, clothing, a stripper hoe clothing or something. That would be my luck. My wife would walk in right as I'm doing that. Don't want to do it. Hey, Bunny. Bunny, let's try Bunny. Bunny hoppity bunny. X. Bunny B only wants to hoop. Press. I think that is Z. X is X. So that one with a little circle is Z to jump. X is to throw. And press Z to start. So here I am. And then jump like jump like a Dickens is Z. And then he can throw that little ball. Isn't that cute? Okay, does the ball do something? Like kill a nasty? Why is it disappearing there? Jump. Oh, because he's... that's a bad thing. It's spikes. Gotcha. Okay. Ball. Ball. Apparently he throws in one direction. Well, I'm pointed this direction. Oh, shit. What, did the ball hit me or something? Z. Ball. Ball. Jump. Jump like a ticket. Jump. Okay, shit. Jump. Jump. Oh, he could jump. He could jump on top. Look at that. I double jumped him. So you could you kind of like the Celeste slapping your meat kind of thing. Slap your meat up on the corner. Jump. See how you kind of did that? Am I negative 700 points? The timer's ticking down. Oh, those frickin' spike bastards. Oh, shit. Oh, you can't jump up on that car. That's cool. Okay. Double. Oh, those spikes are Oh, shit. Am I having fun? No. You son of a bitch. Okay. Jump on him. Okay, good. Now don't go on those spikes. Jump. Oh! You son of a bitch. Got him. Okay. Do I collect? Look at that. A little. Okay. Jump. Okay. Now jump over the spikes. Okay. Apparently, there's nothing there. So what do I gotta do? I gotta throw a ball in there? Is that his ball that I need to go find? Let's see if I can jump over here. I think I need the ball. I dropped the ball. How do you collect the ball? Or do I throw the little ball up there? Oh, he's dribbling. Okay, now I've got the jump. Okay, now throw the ball. Jump. Oh, it's lighting up. I got a point. Is that good? It's a silly game. I don't like this game. Exit the sport. I was playing basketball hoops. Okay, I get it. Pico City Builder. No. Match your catch. Roddy Express. Return on time invested. We're supposed to have fun. We want to find a fun game. Tiny, mushy froggies. Okay, let's try that. There's so many games. You can sit here I played 2 hours yesterday. Okay, X for jump. Left, right for direction. Unlimited lives. Unlimited mush. X to start. Okay. Oh, it's like a Frogger? This is going to be like a Frogger. So I'm moving. Oh, that's weird. So I'm moving up and down. He's not doing anything. But you got to smush. You got to Z out. You got to hit the X key. I don't like that. It should be the arrow keys. Oh, that's a fast. He's bloody all over the place. You bastard. Hop. So you can change direction. Okay, I got you. You can move. It's very difficult. It's a difficult Frogger. Oh, I don't like this game. Okay, escape. There's probably a lot of games that you won't like. And then there's some that, this looks like a Flappy Bird kind of thing. Ouch bread, duck bread. Bird flap. That's got to be a Flappy Bird thing. Oh, what's that? No, that's like a bomber thing. Pico flyer, Pico something. Hallway of horror. That sounds interesting. X. Press. That's kind of cute. I need to learn how to do the volume thing. X. So let's start. So look at how fast he walks. He's like Dilbert. Z. Oh, he dies like a bloodbath. Is there a shoot? So you can move left and right. X. Press X behind zombies. Press space to hit a zombie. Okay, so hit. I'm hitting Z. X to start. Press Z for a hint. Press X behind zombies to push them over. Okay, so I got to get behind the zombie. These games are complicated. Z. Okay, move this way. But he can't hop. So, oh, here we go. X. I hit X. Oh, no, you're supposed to hit Z. Damn it. X. Okay, let's go the right direction. Z. Okay, go behind him. I hit Z. Oh, there's X. You son of a bitch. Okay, behind him. Okay. I'm hitting it. Press X behind zombies to push them over. That's what I was doing. I want to get this. I really want to get this. Okay, let's wait. You son of a bees weasels. You fucker. You damn freaking zombie bastards. Which direction? I want to push him over once. Okay, so here. Am I having fun? But you're probably having fun seeing me. Oh, look at a big ghost. There's another. Let's exit the sport. Dark streets. You know, I did find a fun game yesterday. Let's go to a work in progress, jam, lucky draw, search. Where's the favorite? So I found this bubblegum spin game, which was quite fun. It's gonna, obviously he used the music, or who, I don't know if it's a dude, a lady. They used the music thing to do this, but this was fun. So start is X. So you can position, you want to match the color to put 3 together, and then it explodes a whole bunch. So, and if you hit and hold Z, it brings up this. But the X, you can move this direction, and then I don't see any red ones. Well, I can shoot at an angle and try to hit those. So that's a good angle. X. And see how I got a whole bunch of them. Now this is pink, so I can just hit in here. Look at all those pinks. Round cleared in 2 shots. I'm phenomenally gifted. If you watch my other games I just played, I'm terrible. But this I did good. So blue. Let's go this direction. Let's try to get this cluster of blue. X. Oh, I got a whole bunch. And so I'm blue again. So let's do these right here. Got 3 in a row. Okay. Red, a whole bunch here. Look at all those points. Now, blue, there's some up here. I don't know if I can, and we're going to give that a shot. Oh, put 2 together at least. Red. Oh, no, I'm blue still. So let's do this. Got 3, okay. And it spawns and adds other ones to it. This is I like the speed of game. It's not instantaneous death. Okay. Good. Look at that. I kicked ass on that one. So I got a blue one. I'm going to go with the safe bet there. Red, I only have here. And then blue, I can get 3 in a row right here. And then blue, I'm going to try to hit the cluster of 2. Well done. Okay. Blue, I've only got 1 here. Try to squimmy it in there. Pink, I can get this cluster. See, this game is fun, right? I liked it. And it's got fun animation. Blue, let's see here. Blue. Good. Okay, and then a pink one. Round clear. Fun! This is the kind of speed of my game. I like it. So, a plethora of games. So, enjoy yourself before diving into making your own video game. But, of course, save where you want to save your carts. You may want to save it to someplace else other than the bowels of where they chose. After you've got that done, and again, do it at your own. You may erase something, so make a copy of your config file. And I need to go back and look and why text edit if I clicked on something I shouldn't have clicked on. Save it to where you want to save it. Make a template of a basic game that you want to start building on. But before you start building a game, go load up some games and just have fun with the platform. Pico-8, tons and tons of games. There's new games, games in progress, jam games. You've got all sorts of things that you can load up. And all of those are in the bowels. The BBS folder that was in my library, that's got all these things I'm starting to probably favorite or save or play. So they're going to be in there for me to have quick access to. Anyway, I think we're going to call it. That was, I think, a good exploration. Did I learn much? A little bit, but I'm poking around. So poke around, have fun, play some games, make a template, save where you want to save to, and then maybe my next video is I want to create a character. So I'm going to make a sprite. I've already made a template. I'll load up this template, and then I'll create a sprite, and then we'll try to move the sprite.
That will be my next video. And then that's a premise, a starting point for making your own video game. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now, I didn't, I look at how much I've got left here. I was so enamored by Pico-8, I forgot to drink too much. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And the next video will be number 2. And I think making Sprite, making it move, and that will be the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.